Hi, Madison. So I'm going to just go through that question for you. So let me just open up a blackboard here. 452. Okay, so the reason that there's probably two answers is that it looks like it's got a square in it. So that's probably why. So let's solve it together and I'll show you how that works out. So let's get the blackboard up here. And we'll just use that. And I'll get my marker going here as well. Okay, so let's write it out first here. Oops, lost my marker there. Okay, so I've got 2p squared equals 4p minus 2m plus 6 for the first one. And then the other one that we've got here is 5m plus 8 minus 10p plus 5p squared. And it's a solve each system by elimination and verify your solution. So elimination means that we're going to eliminate one of the variables if we can help it, and figure out what it is. So we have to arrange it in the proper order. So I'm going to arrange it. I'm going to bring this negative 4p over here, and then positive 2m and negative 6 equals 0. So I'm bringing everything over with the 2p here. And the other one here has an equal sign in the middle. Sorry. It's not a minus, it's an equal sign. So we're going to bring these two over here. So we're going to keep the 5p squared and the 10p. And then we're going to bring over the negative 5m. And then we're going to bring over the 8, which would be negative 8. Okay, so that gives us we're going to be able to eliminate our m's here, but we have to figure out, we have to multiply us by a certain number to get these m's. We want to get rid of these m's, so then we're left with nothing but p's. And then we're going to get a quadratic equation. So this one I'm going to multiply by 5. And this one I'm going to multiply by 2. Okay, and then I'm going to write it out here. So it's going to be 10p squared minus 20p plus 10m minus 30 equals 0. This one's going to be 2 times 5p squared is 10p squared plus 20p. And this one is minus 10m. And this one is minus 16 equals to 0. So I'm going to want to eliminate these m's. So they're opposite signs, so I'm going to add this. So 10p squared plus 10p squared is 20p squared. Negative 20p plus 20p is 0. This is also 0. And then this is negative 30 plus negative 16 is negative 46 equals 0. Okay, so that's kind of where we're stuck at. So we're going to get two values of p here. So let me just put this on pause here for a second while I answer another question here if I can put it on pause. Just got to answer a quick question here and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. So this is a negative 46. So we can solve for p by going 20p squared equals 46. Okay, then divide by 20 on both sides. Okay, 46 divided by 20. So I get 2.3 for p squared. Okay, and then to get p, we have to square root it. So p is going to be the square root of 2.3. Okay, and this is where maybe, so I get 1.12 or 1.52, and this is plus or minus 1.52. Why is it plus or minus? Because if you think about it, the square root of 25 is 5, but it also could be negative 5 because negative 5 times negative 5 is also 25. So whenever you're square rooting a number from a square like that, you have a plus and a minus. So that's why you get two values. So now that you know what the p is, we could figure out what the m is just by plugging in what it is. So let's go 2 times 1.52 positive. I'm just going to use this top one, squared, equals 4 times 1.52 positive minus 2m plus 6. And then we're just going to plug this in. So 1.52 squared is times 2. So that's 4.62 here. 4 times 1.52 is 6.08 minus 2m plus 6. So let's add that 6.28 to that 6. Okay, and then we're going to subtract it from both sides. So 4.62 subtract 12.08, negative 7.46. So m is going to be that divided by 2. So I get 3.73. Okay, so that's the first one. 1. I guess it's the 3 goes first. 3.73 and then 1.25. And then you would do the exact same thing except you change this to a negative and see what your answer becomes. So the reason that there's a plus and minus in there is when you square root a number, one can be positive, one can be negative. And that's why there's 2 answers in there. Okay, so I'll send you this and hopefully that helps you out. Of course, I only did the one there. The other one, you could plug in negative here and get whatever you get. And it'll be whatever it says there in the back. Okay, so let me know if that helped out. If not, just send me a quick chat back.